Hey, what's up, killers, and welcome to the channel. You clicked on this video for one of two reasons. Reason one, you want to get better at the game and you're thirsty for knowledge. Can't blame you there. The second reason is your friends bailed on you and you're now stuck playing this torture simulator by yourself. If you're here because of reason two, we've got you covered. Join our Discord and we'll wipe the tears from your eyes because being alone is terrifying.
Oh, the tears of unfathomable sadness. Yummy.
So, you're on the quest to rid yourself of solo anxiety and change your legal name from Timmy to Chad. What if I told you it's a lot easier than you think? It's not being a high level or having $1 million kits. It's a mentality, and more importantly, the map knowledge. That's right, not all Chads are the same. A customs Chad may be a lighthouse Timmy because all they do is play one map. In this short video, I'm going to take you step by step through how I ambush a high level duo by understanding the flow of the map. If you enjoy the content, please hit that like button so I don't get shafted by the algorithm. Now, let's dive in. Alright, here we go. We just spawned in. What do you do first? Nothing.
What?
That's right, do nothing. In the biz, we call this a tactical pause. You wait for gunshots or some kind of sound cue that gives away players' position. This could be grenades, scav shooting, players shooting, you get the idea. I hear suppressed shots by new gas station, so why don't we take a look to see what we're going against? Because the only way you know is by gathering information. Or unless you're cheating, and if you are, go kill yourself. The worst thing you can do in this position is take a shot and miss. If you're cracked out of your mind and you can hit those headshots, by all means go for it. But I can't, because I suck and I have to use strategy to be good at this game. And if you're like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We need to get in between them and extract, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Quietly. Once I know I'm out of their audio range, then you can start sprinting, and I'm running towards my ambush spot. Because I know they're going to loot gas station, and then they have to head this direction, whether they're going to dorms or Big Skelly, or whatever the hell they're doing. I know they're going to come this way. I want to pop a squat next to this big tree and this bush to not break up my silhouette. I'm going to wait for my dinner to arrive. Alright, the threat's down. Whatever you do, do not go loot that man. I know I only saw one going into gas station, but the general rule of thumb in Tarkov, there's always more. Alright, now we have 2 PMCs dead. Is there a third? We don't know. We're going to poke around and find out. A great way to find out if there's a player sneaking up on you or a scav is a grenade. If you don't hear a voice line, it's probably a player. The biggest advantage to solo play is you can do whatever you want. You want to go sit in a bush for 30 minutes because you're too scared to go loot PMCs? So be it. Do what you're comfortable with. Another perk is you're not limited on your mobility. As you'll see here, I'm going to make a massive loop and come back around new gas just to get a different angle to gather information. I just killed 2 Chads. I don't want to just throw it away by being impatient. I'm hitting it from a different angle. What I don't see in too many videos, people don't utilize scavs enough. If this sniper scav spotted me, but he wasn't shooting before. So that tells me I'm the only person in the area, right? He'd be shooting at other PMCs if there were. You're wondering why I'm constantly wiggling, moving left to right, so I don't keep my head still for an easy headshot. Before you run into any building or you think you're gonna run into combat, make sure you pop a painkiller and fill your mags up. Don't forget to flip your hate center to auto. Now, let's go knock on some doors. All right, so we're hitting gas station from the back.
That's what she said.
Every time you see me, just take a second and stop. All I'm doing is listening. And notice how I never listen out in the open. I usually find cover, get behind a wall, crouch for a second. So here I hear footsteps. Could this be our missing PMC? So that scav just solidified something for it. That tells me that there's not another PMC in this area because he's alive and he wasn't shooting at anyone. Now it's time to make the move in order to loot the PMCs. But still being extremely cautious, checking every angle. I'm going to keep moving, making sure I'm not an easy target for anyone. I'm essentially going to bait a shot if there is another PMC out there lurking. Since I don't get shot at, I think it's safe to assume there's no one there. Crouch, listen for a second. You don't hear anything? Go loot. Once it's time to loot, make sure you always lay down. I highly recommend you learn your keybinds in order to auto equip and discard. You're the most vulnerable when you're looting, so do whatever you can to speed that process up. Obviously, the more you play, the faster you'll be with it. But if you want to have a huge advantage, practice your keybinds. Get away from the click and drag. Now we're going to go loot the first guy I killed. Normally I wouldn't take my sweet time to loot like I'm doing here, but since I'm in a relatively safe spot and sniper scav is down, I'm going to enjoy stripping my new gear from this corpse, so don't roast me too hard in the comments unless you want to. The more comments, the better. Alright, from here you should be safe to loot as long as you're not careless. We survived the initial slaughter, we took out 2 PMCs, so I think that makes 9 left, but the amount of PMCs should be reduced. But you do have to worry about player scavs at this point in the raid. To recap, don't be over-aggressive and run to the first point of interest when spawning into a raid. You have 30 to 45 minutes to extract, so don't rush anything unless you're 100% sure you have all the information beforehand. Lastly, don't forget to use AI scavs as proximity alarms. It's free. It's okay to keep them alive if you're able to get away with it. If I didn't bore you, please drop a like and we'll catch you next Wednesday.